Well, JJ, welcome to the Partially Cooked podcast.
Thank you.
The podcast where we bring comics on, interview them, get to know them a little bit, and then at the end of the month, do a live show where every comic that came on competes on a roast battle for the Scoundrels' undisputed roast battle championship belt.
I plan on having that belt. Hopefully it's a big belt because I'm
It's
kind
a
of fat.
big old belt.
It's big. It's big
Can
enough.
it fit Scott? Does it fit Scott?
It fits Scott.
Barely. I think
If it barely fits him, it's not going to fit me.
No,
Yeah.
he's got plenty of rings left. He just has a hard time putting it on. Like the buttons are so new. It's such a new belt that it's like it doesn't want to be worn by anyone. It's waiting for its champion.
right. Well, Scott is the first.
Scott
champion.
is the champion, but I think even the belt knows. The belt's like, there's something out there I'm waiting on.
You're already betting on another horse. You're like, fuck Scott, get him out of here.
Absolutely.
No, it's dope. I mean, I've won roast battles before, but I've never gotten like a belt, and I've always thought that was a great idea to get like a championship belt. I'm a huge fan of wrestling. I do like wrestling. Like y'all could roast me about that, or people could.
There's nothing to roast about that. That's a manly
It's
thing.
awesome. Yeah.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
You kiss Zane, I know you like wrestling. Like,
I give you my Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
The Rock, Chris Jericho, Sting.
Wow.
And
didn't Chris Jericho
HBK.
kill his kids?
No, that was Chris Benoit. That was the greatest heel turn in history.
Okay.
Yeah, successful.
I knew one of the Chris's was an asshole. I just didn't know which
successful wrestling career. Just tried to pivot into being a murderer.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, that's a good. I like that. I like Sting a lot. Sting was one of my favorites too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
If I had like 7 Sting action figures,
one. Mine was Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
Yeah,
Michaels.
I watched
HBK, he's on my Mount
between
Rushmore.
7th and 8th grade. It was when I really got into wrestling, and Shawn Michaels was my favorite.
Yeah, he's the shit. He's one of the best in-ring performers ever.
Yeah, dude. Sweet
Yeah.
Chin Music. He goes up there.
Kyle, you
Yeah.
think I'm cute? I know I'm sexy.
Did y'all ever do the suck it thing?
Oh
from
yeah,
DX?
dude. I got in so much detention.
Yeah, I got. Yeah.
Dude, I did that to my PE teacher. Like right after he turned his back, he was like, "That's it. Sick of you guys acting like idiots. Next person does the suck it thing. Is going to fucking detention for the week." I immediately, as soon as he turned his back, he didn't even have to. He didn't even. He's like, Seth. He was like with his back turned to me. He was like, Seth, I know you're doing it right now. And
He
I'm like,
heard the wind and
Yeah,
knew it was you.
I
Yeah.
am doing
He's like, careful what you ask for, Seth.
Yeah, come to my office. One time he was carrying out this huge bag, like a net of basketballs, and I go, hell yeah, Coach Hester, that's a nice sack of balls. And he like dropped them, and he's like, what? And I was like, that's a great sack of balls. And like I leaned into it, and he's like, what are you trying to insinuate? And I was like,
Does he not have a sense of humor?
he hated
Like,
me.
That
It
was
what the
funny.
problem-
Come on.
Dude, he hated me.
Oh.
He was like, well, what are you trying to insinuate? And I was like, I don't know what that word means. Sounds like what you put in a wall to keep it warm.
We had a gym teacher who he always like let the boys play whatever they wanted to do. We'd play basketball and football and stuff, but then when the girls would have their PE class, he'd always actually make them work out, and we're all like, oh man, he hates the girls and stuff. I'm gonna get back to that in a second. But okay, so when he was like his office was above the basketball like court and stuff, so when we're all doing stretches at the beginning, I would like come out of the bathroom and go to his office, and I'd be mooning everybody and stuff, like while they're all doing stretches, they're all laughing. He's like, boys, y'all in a good mood today. Just my ass is just like above him. But it turns out he did like the girls though, surprisingly, because he got fired for going into their bathroom while they were changing.
Nice.
Yeah.
He could be president.
He could be president, yeah.
That's some presidential activity.
So was he just making them work out because of some creepy pedo shit?
I guess so, yeah. There was a couple of questionable teachers at that school that I went to, yeah.
Sounds like somebody else saw his sack of balls.
Absolutely. Yeah, and not in a cool way.
Yeah. What was that teacher's name?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember his name.
What was your teacher's name?
Oh, it was Coach Hector.
Coach Hector.
Yeah. I can't remember his last name. Yeah, I did that all the time. He hated me.
Oh, I bet he hated
God,
that.
he hated everything about me. But he loved my family. Like, he was super great friends with my dad. Because my dad played baseball for the Razorbacks. So he was like kissing my dad's ass all the time.
Your dad played baseball for the Razorbacks?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
How the fuck did I not know that?
Back in the 80s, my dad was he got a full scholarship from Florida, moved up, met my mom on a blind date, got her pregnant after like dating for a month or so, and then he
like
was
a real Razorback. Holy shit!
Yeah, his jersey's hanging up in the Bud Walton Arena or whatever their baseball stadium is. My dad's jersey number 5 is hanging up there.
Did they retire his jersey?
Mm-hmm.
Bomb Walker Stadium.
Yeah, Bomb Walker, Bomb Stopper. Yeah, he's up there. He was drafted to the San Diego Padres. And like when my older brother was born,
I think you have told me this part,
right?
Yeah,
like
okay.
yeah. My older brother was born, and my dad missed a couple practices like in 1 week, and the coach was like, "Dees, you got to get your priorities in line." He's like, "No worries, coach." He left practice, went to his dorm where my mom was hanging out, got all his baseball shit, put in a bag, came back to the baseball area, threw his bag on the coach's desk, and said, "I quit. I got my priorities in line." And he fucking quit.
It's a fucking gangster move.
That's gangster. I was like, Dad, though, for Brandon? Like, you did that for Brandon? I was like, you could have shot me into a hot tub. I didn't even have to be born, dude. You could have been a Padre. God.
Did he ever try to make you play baseball?
Well, he didn't try. I wanted to learn, but then I was put on a little league team where like the coach was only caring about winning. So like, and I sucked. I was new. So like, I never got to play. I would get to play if we were up by a lot or down by a lot.
Yeah.
And so it just wasn't fun. Like it sucked ass. Like one time I brought a bunch of nachos and candy into the dugout before the game, and the coach was like, "Dees, you think you're gonna get to play with all those snacks?" I was like, "Am I gonna get to play anyway?"
Right.
I was like, Charlie,
if I put these snacks up, are you going to put me in the game?
Right.
Like, fuck no.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, let me enjoy my nerds rope.
I went a whole season in like little league baseball without hitting the ball once. I got hit by the ball a few times and made it to base.
Were you scared of the ball at all?
No,
Man, I was horrified of the ball.
No, I kind of wanted to get hit. I wanted to make it to base.
That's one
You
way
went
to
a
get
whole
there.
season without a single hit?
Yeah.
That's fucking bad, dude.
Yeah,
That's like
bad.
really bad.
Yeah, I was really bad.
What position did you play?
Yeah.
Like outfield. Like
Got
just
you.
where I wouldn't see much action, you know.
Right field.
Yeah.
I always think of that Brian Regan sketch where he's like playing baseball in Little League, you know, and he's like, I didn't care about the game. All I knew is after the game we got a snow cone. They'd be like, Brian, how many runs, Brian? He'd be like, grape. I'm gonna get grape. That was so true to my childhood, man.
Yeah.
This peanut butter whiskey's good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's really good.
Frustratingly good, man. And all right, JJ, in high school, were you pretty popular, or was there anything you like got bullied about? Seems like you're the kind of guy that got along with everybody.
I got along with everybody. I wasn't cool, but I had friends and just like in popular groups and unpopular groups and stuff. I got bullied a little bit because I got in trouble like my sophomore year for lighting a firework in the cafeteria during lunch. So everyone started calling me Firecracker after that, and I almost got expelled, and they almost called the police on me. But
That's a pretty sweet nickname for a white dude.
Firecracker.
Yeah, Firecracker, hell yeah. When somebody's calling me Firecracker, they're making fun of me for being ginger. Like, there's not a cool story.
I got bullied, and I got bullied for being fat, I guess, as a little kid. And I was just a weird ass little kid too, because all my like anxiety problems and stuff. When I was a little kid, I just act weird. I used to get like I'd get made fun of because I used to throw up before sporting events because I'd get so anxious and so nervous.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd throw up before like every football game and stuff. I used to throw up before going on stage for comedy.
Really? Okay, I was about to ask, like, 'cause you seem pretty cool.
Well, that's because I was drunk, though. But
That sucks. You just throw up and then go out there and strike out, and then come back, do it all over again.
Yeah, at least do well after you throw up.
yeah,
You do pretty good on stand-up. Do you throw up anymore? Do you get anxious
no,
anymore?
that was just for the first few months of doing it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I would like. I remember I'd like drink like 6 beers in like 30 minutes to try to loosen up.
That's impressive.
And now you just do it because you have to.
Yeah, now I just do it because I have to.
1 every 5 minutes. That's math.
What were you like other than sporting events and high pressure situations? Like, what were you anxious about as a kid?
9/11.
Really? 9 fucking 11.
Yeah, it's traumatizing. I thought the Russians did it. Like,
did?
Yeah, I really thought the Russians
Why?
did it.
Zero evidence about it.
Because I just heard, I always saw movies and stuff. The Russians were behind everything, you know, and I didn't realize the Cold War had ended.
Yeah.
Even worse, the Americans did it.
No, what else was I nervous about? I was nervous about getting in trouble a lot, but I acted up a lot, so it's like I kind of
Yeah,
brought it
you
on
lit
myself.
a firecracker in the cafeteria.
I could see that.
I got in trouble my senior year of high school too, and I got in a lot of trouble again because I was like really stoned, and I was really stoned for the firecracker too. But I was really stoned, and I was like, I wonder how long I can eat lunch in this lunchroom with my pants off before anyone notices. And I made it about 4 minutes, and then they're like,
Just boxers?
just boxers.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, we're all like, we went to Catholic, so we're all like button downs, like ties, and like long khaki pants. I just sat at a table, took my pants off, threw them on the floor, and just ate my lunch. And then people started noticing, and then someone
Firecracker's got his fucking pants on.
yeah. So someone grabbed my pants and started running to the principal's office because they thought the principal was cool. The principal would have thought it was funny. But then this other guy, Mr. Ashburn, who's a hard ass, like he was just kind of mean. He like was like, whose pants are those? And he's like, JJ's. And so Mr. Ashburn,
He can't look around the room and see which kid's missing a pair of fucking pants.
Mr. Ashburn came up to me. He like grabbed. He's like, what? No, he like cussed at me, and he was like, I'm high as fuck, but I had a good comeback. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I ought to put you through that fucking wall. Like he like said that to me, and I go, you're really trying to fight a guy without pants on? He didn't think I was very funny, but
Of course not.
I love his name was Ashburn and
Yeah.
Firecracker. There's a lot of like fire puns going on in this school. What was the principal's name? Phoenix?
Stracely.
Stracely?
That's way good.
Yeah. No, Stracely ruled. I love Stracely. Yeah. The show I did at when I headlined at the Joint, I actually called the school to talk to Mr. Stracely and see if he
While
if he
you were
wanted
on
to come.
stage?
No, to see if he wanted to come before the show, see if he wanted to come because I hadn't seen him in years. I was like, yeah, I'm doing stand up now, and like I left him like a message with the receptionist or whatever, and he called me and left me a voicemail, and he's like, firecracker, I hear you're a lawyer now. And he was like I'd love to come to your comedy show, but it's the same night as our graduation. And it's like, hey, screw that, you've been to so many graduations, come
Right,
see me do
right.
comedy.
Yeah. Hologram yourself in at this point.
Yeah.
But you absolutely have the technology to do that at schools.
What about now? So that's kind of your anxieties as a kid. What about now when you're like, as an adult, you're a professional now, you're in the world, you got your law degree. Where does your anxiety really flare up?
Work stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't feel like a good lawyer?
Not yet. I mean, I'm trying. I'm learning a lot. Like I feel like I've learned a lot since I've been working as a lawyer. But I still I get questions all the time. Like, and I'm just like, I got to go ask someone else what the answer is.
Right.
You know, it's like, so I get anxious because of work. But I think it's going pretty good though.
Nice.
Coming along.
How long have you been lawyering now? Since December?
8 months, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot longer than it feels like. Like, I guess it is. So since November then.
Yeah, it's like the day after Halloween's when I started.
Nice. And
Yeah.
have you had any cases yet? You're still like.
Yeah. I've settled some cases.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you gone to court yet?
Nope. I haven't had to go to court yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
They call him JJ the Settler.
Settlers of Fatan.
You would make a reference like that.
Okay. Like, so you haven't been on the podcast since we started kind of this like format of questioning. What is one of the times on stage that you think of and cringe the most? Like, maybe it's a heckler, maybe it's a time on stage where you bomb, but like something to do with comedy that makes you just like, God, if I could go back and do it different.
Oh.
Like your least proud moment.
Well, one time when I was up in Fayetteville, I ate a weed brownie, and I was like, this should kick in sometime after I get off stage. but it kicked in like 5 minutes before I got on stage.
It always does. If you want to make an edible hit harder, like take it right before you got to go on stage. That motherfucker will find a way through your metabolism and straight to your nuts.
Give it a timeline, and it'll.
So like I remembered all my setups, but I couldn't remember the punchlines. And so like
Horrible.
I was like, I promise these jokes are good. Like just keep listening. And like they didn't get good, and I ended my set like 5 minutes early. It wasn't a long set. It was like a 20-minute set, but I did like 5 minutes early, and I probably got like 3 whole jokes out. Like,
man.
It was terrible. And I just went outside and smoked a cigarette, and then
Best cigarette ever.
yeah.
I've seen you, like before you get on stage, be like, I'm nervous. I'm like, oh shit, JJ is very drunk. This is gonna be weird. And then you go up and go into some like fucking, like you. It's like your soul leaves your body, and you just go up and kill it.
Start screaming.
And then you go, and then you're done. Yeah.
Pacing and screaming. It's like, oh, JJ's about to tell murder.
You just
The more nervous you get, and like you get that wild energy about you, it's almost like when a Viking goes berserk, you know,
Right.
and kind of goes into that trance where they just
Yes.
kind of get heightened. You go into that a little bit where you go up there, and it's like, man, fuck Walmart, and just go.
I don't think I really get nervous anymore though. I think I just get it like
That's a lot. Well,
I think I'm just like, man, I'm too drunk to do this. But I'm also like, fuck it. Like, you know, like I don't know.
I've seen you nervous in the past, let's say 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen you jittery.
Yeah, but at the J, I know for Alexi's show, that one time you were a little nervous.
Yeah. I was. Yeah.
But also, I've seen it was a show. It was like a gladiator night on a Saturday, and you know, it was the second round. 5 of the like 10 comics have been eliminated, and it's the second round. You go up, and you didn't do material. You just went up and roasted every other comic. And like you didn't say a single joke, but everything you said had a setup punchline. It was so fucking funny, and I was like, he's not gonna remember this. I was like, this is so fucking good. This dude is in fucking auto mode, and he's like, his soul is so funny that doesn't matter how drunk he gets. As soon as he gets on stage, like his soul takes over. It's just like it was so good. Like you were just. Fuck them, fuck this guy, fuck him, and fuck her for this reason. All right, you guys, that's my time. I don't know why you would choose anyone else. Bam, and then you were back in the next round. I think I can't remember who won. I want to say Trey Diesel won that night, but
Really?
I've seen you go up where you're drunk and you're laying down in either a booth or a chair, and like just trying to like get your balance back, and then go up and then just turn it on, and like Seth said, your soul leaves your fucking body.
yeah,
Man, I'm gonna have to try to remember one of these sets. You know,
yeah.
I don't
You
know.
should record yourself more.
Yeah, I
Hey,
should.
they got a guy at the joint that he records every show. Throw him $20, he'll throw you a copy of your set. Just point that out there.
You say I'm hard to edit for because I'm like all over the stage.
Well, I feel bad because you're paying me for the set, and like I want to make sure that I give you a good quality video.
Yeah.
But you pay so much that you literally will start over here and just walk out of frame, and then I'll switch to the other camera, and then you'll just walk out of frame. And I'll switch to the camera, and the whole set is just back and forth.
That's a hard edit.
JJ, like just get the walls in. Just don't pace so far. You can pace. Just like we need to narrow it in.
You need to put some tape on the stage.
Yeah.
He would ignore that.
Yeah, I
100%
probably would
would.
ignore that.
Yeah. He'd forget it was there. Hell. Still fucking great though.
Stand-up's fun.
I've been asking all the other comics when they come on this show, what is your most bigoted opinion?
It's my favorite question.
Only Asian women are hot.
Only Asian women are hot. Okay.
No, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of true.
I know that's a lie.
But that's kind of reverse bigoted, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's anti-white
I have a thing
supremacy.
against horse girls. Like girls that have anything in their like dating profiles about horses, like a picture of a horse or say something about horses, they're fucking crazy. And it's not just because I can't compete with a horse, like which I can't, but like I don't know. Horse girls are crazy. I've dated a horse girl before.
Horse girls are crazy.
Horse girls are crazy. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Well, they're also like super fucking tough. because they've been thrown off of horses their whole
Yeah.
life, and so like there ain't no arguing with them.
Yeah.
because like you think you're like who's more stubborn than a horse girl, and that's about it. Like
Mules.
Yeah, I think I work with a horse squirrel. Now that I'm thinking, a horse squirrel.
Squirrel.
She's from fucking. She's Gru. A horse squirrel.
That's a good Gru.
She's very mean. She's very mean. I could definitely see that. They've already been fucked by nature essentially. So they're not like there's nothing you could do that's sexy to them.
What are some bigoted things that other people have said on this podcast?
Oh boy.
Lucas doesn't believe in non-binary. He thinks that's stupid.
Yeah, he thinks that's a idea perpetrated.
What was Scott's? I don't remember Scott's.
Scott's wasn't that bad at all.
JJ's was super racist.
Was it?
I like Asian girls.
I don't think they're the only hot women,
No.
but they're definitely the hottest.
Is that really your most bigoted? You don't have any bigoted opinions? Not one?
No. I mean,
Not one.
I'm trying to think. I don't know, but now you just got me thinking about Asian girls.
My most bigoted opinion is I don't think crackheads are people.
You don't think crackheads are people?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, at some point they just fucking their DNA structure is more crack than human.
Well, it's just
It's more cocaine than man.
I've had my shit broke into and stolen, and like when crackheads are coming up and interrupting you on the street asking for money and like shit like that, it just like it gets on my nerves so much that like I'm racist towards crackheads.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what race they are, but if I see you're a crackhead, I don't fucking like you immediately.
Oh yeah.
Like if you got crack mouth and you're doing all the shit, or you're coming up and asking me for $1, fuck you.
I fucking I was leaving the joint the other night and I was going in my van and this dude came out of fucking nowhere behind the furniture store, like between the joint and Flyway. He comes out of nowhere and he's like, "Hey man, you got any money?" I was like, "Oh no, dude, I'm sorry, I don't carry any cash on me." And I'm holding this green vape, that fucking green apple vape. He's like, "You got any cigarettes?" I was like, "I don't smoke cigarettes." And I hold that up. He's like, "What you smoke?" And I was like, I turned around and I like faced him, and I'm like right almost in my van. And I go, "Here, you can have this." And I tossed it like 10 feet in the air. And I watched him like get ready to catch it. And I just sprinted towards my van. And like he tried to follow me. And it was a geek bar. And he was like, "How does this thing work?" And I was just like, "I gotta go. I gotta get the fuck out of here." And I just drove off. And that was, I think, the closest I've been to being cannibalized. I think he was going to eat me.
Yeah.
You can't give him nothing.
I gave him
Next time you go to the J, you're gonna go tonight. You're gonna park in the same spot, and he's gonna be there.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "What flavors you got?"
Yeah.
Pimpin'.
You got root beer?
You got root.
You do got root beer.
I do. No.
I'm so addicted to these. I don't even like this flavor, but I'm hitting it like crazy.
I know you are, dude. I've seen JJ with these vapes outside of the joint hit like one in each hand, double fist, just fucking go.
I've seen him hit 2 at one time, so he could get multiple flavors.
Oh my god, bro,
I tried.
They're good. I like them. They're good.
It's kind of like the fucking talisman of addiction. These little.
Yeah. Have you seen the?
This is what you would wear around.
and they're disposable. That's just going in a landfill. That's literally gonna kill a sea turtle, and you're just like taking them two at a
Fuck
time.
sea turtles.
Yeah, they don't need to vape.
I met a sea turtle this summer. Her name was, what was her name? She was a sweetheart. She got hit by a boat and she had her flipper cut off. Oh, well, it wasn't Peggy, but it was like Peggy.
Oh, something like that.
Yeah, it was.
Finish her.
Boo. I don't remember, but she was a sweetheart. Don't say fuck the sea turtles.
Brother, if I could.
I had something.
Oh, good.
Sorry,
I need
had
some
my
more
sea
whiskey.
turtle rant. Gotcha.
Pour it in.
What was that damn sea turtle's name? Anyway, but what I learned about sea turtles is that when you got a beach and you got like a hotel or a condo on the beach, you need to turn all your lights off that face the ocean
Yeah.
because the lights scare them. Or worse, when the sea turtles lay their eggs and they hatch, they're looking for the moon to get back to the water. So
Right.
they'll see that light and think it's the moon, and they'll head towards land instead of towards water. And I don't know how much you know about baby sea turtles, but on land,
They sound
are
stupid.
snacks. They are stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
Hella stupid. Out of 1,000 eggs, 3 of them will make it to adulthood.
Really?
Really?
Out of 1,000.
And it's illegal to, like, if you see a seagull munching down on a turtle or grabbing it or a crab.
You can't interfere.
You cannot interfere.
Which I think is fucking retarded. 'Cause here's what I said when I was there. And of course, everybody thought I was an asshole, and all the kids were like, or all the parents were like, hey, don't listen to him, to all the kids. Because at the sea turtle place, it's a lot of fucking kids, okay?
Yeah.
There's a lot of children, and then me and Katie on a date. So.
Thank God you had a woman with you.
Yeah.
Just you there by yourself. I love kids and turtles.
I was like, why do, like, if you just took, because it's illegal to shoot a seagull too. They're protected.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't know
Like
that.
when you're duck hunting, if you shoot a seagull, that's a big fine.
Okay.
Allegedly. I've never done it, allegedly. So I was like, why don't we just, like, for like 3 or 4 years, have like duck hunting, but just for seagulls out here over the turtles. So the turtles are hatching and going to the water, and when the birds are coming down, you've got like an army of rednecks just blasting out the sky, having fun doing what they want to do.
Yes.
For those 3 or 4 years, you turn 1,000 into what, 500?
Right.
Like you get more than, because part
Yeah.
of them get eaten in the water too. So,
Absolutely.
Like it ain't just on the beach where they're getting fucked up.
Yeah.
But you get more of them in the water for like 5 years, and then the population explodes, and then you quit hunting the seagulls, and everything goes back to normal.
There'd be less jellyfish too, because they eat the jellyfish.
Right, dude. I like fuck a jellyfish.
The turtles
You
eat
wanna-
jellyfish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a girl pee on me, but fuck jellyfish.
I keep one in the bedroom just in case.
Have you had a girl pee on you?
No.
That stripper didn't pee on you?
No. Her
What's your most embarrassing kink?
Ooh.
most embarrassing kink?
JJ's
Yeah.
got some weird ones.
I got some weird ones.
I've read your blog. I've read your MySpace.
BDSM.
BDSM?
That's not that embarrassing. That's kind of mainstream now.
Yeah, but like, are you the tire or the tie-e?
I'm the tie-e.
You're the tie. So you like to get tied up and spanked and
Yeah, I'm
whipped
I'm a naughty girl.
Oh, okay.
You're real white collar, man. You've gone
Yeah.
lawyer.
Yeah, full lawyer. You got somebody spanking you, putting nipple clamps on you,
Yeah,
butt plugs, pegging, the whole nine.
yeah. Sounds good.
Baby turtle up your ass.
Baby turtle named Peggy up my.
Fucking good comedy. That's very good.
Okay. I guess I could see that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not. I guess. Besides, I wouldn't say I'm that kinky. I don't
Really?
know. Yeah, I'm not that kinky. I mean, I check stuff out.
What's the craziest thing you've checked out?
Okay, so I was dating this girl, and she liked for people to pee on her. Mm-hmm. We never got that far. She wasn't my territory, so I didn't pee on her or my property or whatever, like dogs do. But I checked out some of that. I was like,
Okay.
I want to understand what she likes about it. I still don't get it.
Does she want you hard when you pee on her?
I don't know. This came up when we were drunk one
'Cause
night. I barely remember the conversation, honestly.
I don't pee good when I'm hard.
No, yeah.
Like I gotta, but if I'm soft, I can fill a cup. Like, let's go.
Right.
But if I'm hard, like,
Well,
we're
the same
spraying.
amount of pee is going to come out when I'm hard as when I'm not hard. It's just going to be like in spurts,
and sprays and like it may veer or curve
Right.
or some weird shit.
It reminds me of Me, Myself, and Irene. Where
I never saw it.
I never saw it either.
Oh, you never saw that? It's like Jim Carrey with multiple personalities, and his personality takes over, and his girlfriend, him and his girlfriend, like woman he's hanging out with, fuck all night, and he wakes up the next morning and he goes to pee and it's just shooting out into the shower, and he's like, "What's happening?" He wraps himself up in the shower curtain, and he's like, "Irene, why am I peeing like I was up all night having sex?" And she has this realization, like, "Oh shit, I didn't have sex with him. It was one of his personalities."
Oh,
It's pretty. It's spoilers.
spoilers.
That's a great. It came out like 30 years ago. So fuck.
How would you feel if you woke up and the woman you had slept with the night before was in a completely different personality? Seth, you're married, so you know exactly what that's like. But
Yeah, that's.
How would I feel about it?
yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably try to sleep with her again. Like 2 for 1.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Does that count as two? Does that?
I feel like if she's got a different psyche inside.
That's another soul.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
You scored twice, dog.
Fat people also count as 2 for 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that to bump some of these bitches' numbers up?
Yeah. Yeah. I've had sex 4 times.
It was once.
No, yeah.
Yeah. All right, JJ, you've been doing stand up for how long?
It'll be 8 years in October.
8 years in October.
Yeah.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore of comedy? You talked about your Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Okay. Emo Phillips, who I just opened for in Lafayette.
That's right. How'd that go?
It went really good. I was really happy with it. Yeah, it was fun. I only got to do 7 minutes, but it was pretty cool.
It's pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet. Steve Martin.
Love that.
Richard Pryor. And
Gotta say a black guy that way you don't look racist.
I was gonna say.
yeah.
You said it for me.
Who else? Shit, I liked Louis C.K. till all this stuff came out about him before. Now you can't really like him
still like
anymore.
him. I think he's coming back, man.
He's coming back.
Do you forgive him? Do you forgive Louis C.K.?
Do I forgive? I mean,
He
never
did his apology right. I feel like a lot of people that I never thought would like Louis C.K. are like,
I think you did a good job. I think you did a good job.
I haven't watched him since all that happened. I don't even know. I mean, I know
Really?
he's still doing comedy. Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's got some.
He kind of went
great shit.
right wing after that, didn't he?
no.
Did he not? Oh, maybe that's just the impression I got.
Yeah, no, he's some right winger was doing an impression of Louis C.K.
No, I can say the N-word. Louis C.K. said it.
I can't tell you how many times. Were y'all doing stand up back in like 2013, 2014?
No.
Right around then, after Louis did his bit about, he said retard, he said faggot, he said the N-word, all in one. And so after that, dude, everybody thought they could say it on stage. It was so crazy. You just go up there and watch white dudes yelling out, retard, faggot, N-word. And you're just like, you can't say that. It's like, well, Louis did. And the reason Louis can is because Louis spent 15 years working the road, showing people that he knows the rules. So now when he breaks the rules, it's proof of his genius. He broke the rules a little bit. Don't get me wrong, that joke does not hold up. It doesn't hold up well. But like, you can't just come out to open mic and start being controversial for no reason.
That happened in Fayetteville. This one white lady that was doing stand up for a while. She had this one set that she did where she said the N-word several times, and like I think they cut her set short after like the second or third time she said it, and she got in a big argument with like all the other comedians about it, and she died on that hill, and I don't think she ever performed stand up again, but she'd still show up to the shows and weirdly watch. But it's just like, you can go up, just don't use the N-word anymore,
Yeah.
How about go be absolutely fucking hilarious? And if you have a genuine, hilarious new idea with the N-word, okay, let's hear it. But if it's not genius level, like Netflix worthy, HBO special worthy joke, how about you table it till it is?
Right. But how are you going to know if you don't try it at open mic?
Buddy, if it's genius, you'll know. You'll know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's real shit.
How do you feel, JJ, like if you have a really controversial joke, or let's say maybe not as extreme as the N-word, but like you have a really controversial topic or slur or something that you're trying to put out there, where do you draw the line between offensive and funny? Like how far do you push the envelope?
I used to push it a lot further than I do now. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I was like, man, unless it's really, really funny, maybe I shouldn't push the envelope that much. But I used to be kind of edgelord a little bit, like when I was on stage, a little bit more than I am now. But it'd be like quick little, like, stupid one-liner edgelord stuff, Okay. But yeah, no, I used to push the envelope quite a bit. I still do a little bit, but not nearly as much.
What's the most controversial thing you've ever said on stage?
an ancestry DNA test for people with Down syndrome called 24andMe.
Okay.
I don't know if that's.
I don't think that's your most controversial.
Yeah, probably.
I've heard
That's what
some
came
shit.
to.
Your thing about 9/11. That's to me like it's funny, and I've never seen anyone get offended by it. But it's always just like, my God.
I've been booed after that joke
Really?
before.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
I got booed once after that 9/11
Good for them.
joke. And I didn't recover either. I was like, well, lost this crowd. Just kept
It's
going.
over. Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to recover from a boo.
Yeah. It the one time I've gotten out of it. Now this wasn't like an organic boo. This was at the Night Owl where they're encouraged to boo.
Right.
And so I got a boo there, and then immediately he was like, "No, fuck you! Like, why are you booing me?" And then just started roasting them and making it about them. And then that got me out of it.
Yeah.
That got it to where the crowd was like, "Oh," and like that was pretty good.
That's good.
But that was that specific situation. I don't know if like an organic boo comes out, like how to fight that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
What do you do when you get booed, Seth?
I have not been booed audibly.
Ever?
No, I'm sure they've given me eyes. Yeah, no, never.
Oh, you got to push the envelope a little harder there, kid.
I guess I should.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
15 years you ain't been booed once.
I don't think
Are you
I
even
have.
trying?
I don't think I have. I guess I've been like booed, but it was probably just some very quiet person, and I heard it, and I just went into them, and just was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I got inside of them.
Oh,
I got into them.
I thought of a controversial joke I used to do. I haven't done it in a while. It's like crowd work where I do like a fuck, marry, kill with people in the audience. Like it was like Mother Teresa, Helen Keller, and Casey Anthony, and I do this little bit explaining who Casey Anthony is, and it kind of gets a laugh. And then they give me their answer, and I kind of riff on their answer, and I'm like, you see, I'd do something different first. I would kill Mother Teresa, then I would fuck Mother Teresa, and then I'd marry Casey Anthony because Casey Anthony has a pool.
Poor Helen's just sitting over
Yeah.
there. Nobody to play with.
She has no idea.
Yeah.
She didn't know. She doesn't know.
That's a great end to that joke. And Helen Keller doesn't know anything's happening.
Yeah.
Helen Keller's at the pool like Wawa. Sorry. All right, cool. Well, do you have any shows you'd like to hype up before we get out of here?
Well, not till, or me and Alexi are doing a show at the Joint in September. I can't remember the exact date. And then, weren't you guys going to be on a show with me? Both y'all agreed to in October.
Yep.
I'm doing an hour long. I think it's October. I don't remember.
5th, I want to say.
No, I think it's later than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where at? What did I
At the
agree to?
Joint. You agreed to host.
Oh, sweet.
I think you did, didn't
I'm
you?
sure I did. I do all the time.
I remember this. I know I agreed to it.
Oh.
I got it in my calendar. Let me look real quick. So professional. The 26th.
26th? Okay.
Yeah, it's the 26th. Yeah, not the 5th. 21 days after the 5th.
And I agreed to host it, apparently.
Yeah, I believe you did.
I believe I did too. I do that all the time.
Yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything coming up, I don't think.
Okay, Seth, what about you? You got anything coming up?
Let's see. We got this Saturday. We're doing a "You Look Like" roast battle. Bear
Hell
and I
yeah.
are at the Joint.
That'll be fun.
Talking shit to. We're going up against Memphis comedians. Shouldn't be too hard. If they even survive to the show, there's so much gun violence in Memphis. And then let's see. We got the live show the 29th. That's about it right now. I've been kind of slowing down over the summer. Just kind of chilling out. It's too hot for me to drive. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just been kind of hanging out. But here in the fall, we're going to ramp back up. I love it.
Fuck yeah. And we've also got Partially Cooked, the live roast battle going on July 29th
yeah.
with JJ,
Yeah.
Scott Keith, Lucas Aaron Smith, and Big Trey.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's going to be so much fucking fun. Because going to get to see JJ compete. I think we're going to have Scott versus Lucas, you versus Dre first.
Nice.
So your first opponent will be Dre.
Okay, I'm going to destroy Dre.
I believe it.
I cannot wait to see that. He's going to listen to this too. He's going to hear that you said that.
As good, I hope he hears it.
I love Dre. he's either gonna fucking crush it or
Not try at all.
yeah, exactly, or be like a deer in the headlights. I've never seen Dre on stage like a deer in the headlights though. So
Never have. No.
no.
What's up, Dre? Besides your cholesterol. What's up, Dre?
Get him, Dre.
Everything but your dick when you need it to be. I'm coming for you, Dre.
Unlike you, for any woman you've had sex with.
Anything else, Seth, before we get out
I
here?
think that's it.
All right.
That's
Thank
it.
you, JJ.
All right,
Appreciate
thanks,
it.
guys.
Love
Yep.
you, dude.
Peace.